Tonight is Fairbanks Hockey Night, so make some noise for your hockey players. At this time, let's meet the starters for the Sawtooth Sockeyes. Batting first, number 2, shortstop, Lance Anderson. Batting second, number 26, designated hitter, Rito Kobayashi. Batting third, number 32, center fielder, Kevin Brecky. Batting fourth, number 34, third baseman, Trey Swigert. Batting fifth, number 6, the catcher, Gabe Monosmith. Batting sixth, number 12, first baseman, Junior Garcia. Batting seventh, number 17, second baseman, Christian Miranda. Batting eighth, number 11, right fielder, Vinny Carangella. And batting ninth, number 7, left fielder, Kyle Shabbat. Starting on the mound for the Sockeyes, number 27, Justin Timms. The Sawtooth Sockeyes are led by Larry Price. Now let's meet the starters for your Alaska Goldpanners. Batting first, number 5, third baseman, Grant Sockeyes. Batting second, number 12, third baseman, Griffin Harrison. Batting third, number 17, first baseman, Tyson Reed. Batting fourth, number 7, center fielder, Matt Leiderman. Batting fifth, number 26, designated hitter, Matt Chavez. Batting sixth, number 21, left fielder, Bubba Rocha. Batting seventh, number 42, right fielder, Jacob Badawi. Batting eighth, number 32, the catcher, Hope Williams. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 2, Rocco Caballero. Starting on the mound for your Panners, number 45, Mason Robertson. Your Alaska Goldpanners are led by Rico Gonzalez. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats in honor of America with the singing of our national anthem. Singing our national anthem tonight is Julie Benson.
Please join me in singing the anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julie Benson. If we could draw your attention to the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. Tonight's first pitch is going to be shot by UAF Nanooks hockey legend, Anton Rubson. That looks like a strike to me.
In the words of the great Mike Lang, it's a hockey night in Fairbanks. Goldpanners and Sockeyes playing here on Hockey Night at Growden Memorial Park, an annual tradition here at Growden. As the University of Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks are in the house for Hockey Night. And the Goldpanners getting set to take on the Sawtooth Sockeyes in Game 3 of this 5-game series. The visiting Sockeyes from Idaho. The Alaska Goldpanners from the Golden Heart of Alaska right here in Fairbanks. Garo Von Dane with you live. Bam Bam Burnley on controls. Raleigh Johnson on public address. Our friend Kari is on the scoreboard. And we are ready to go. This has been a fun series so far. Goldpanners, a couple of tight wins, 8-7 victory in Game 1, 2-0 in a pitcher's duel last night. Great ball game, very quick one. Love to see a good pitcher's duel, don't you? It was a fun game. It's been a great series, and we hope for some more of the same here tonight. The Goldpanners are going to look to Mason Robertson on the hill tonight. Mason Robertson, the 6'3" left-hander from Allen Hancock, the Canadian, gets the start for the Goldpanners, and he will go against Justin Timms. Justin Timms for the Sawtooth Sockeyes, a 6'3" right-handed pitcher slash infielder that will play at the University of Washington this year. Goldpanners and Sockeyes ready to go on Hockey Night, 4 minutes past 7 p.m. local time. Great to have you with us on PannerVision as we continue this really fun summer here of Goldpanners baseball. Hope you're enjoying it out there in YouTube land. Great crowd here on a gorgeous night in Fairbanks. Mason Robertson on the hill from Ontario, Canada. And he will start to Lance Anderson of the Sockeyes. And he starts with a strike to Anderson out of Columbia Basin, 5'9" right-handed hitter leading things off for the Sockeyes. One strike pitch from Robertson is outside. Mason hoping to put together a good start tonight. It's been a struggle this summer for Mason. This is his 7th appearance and 3rd start. He's thrown just 8 2/3. Deals a strike, it's 1-2. And has struggled with control at times this year. Over those 8 2/3, 8 runs given up, just 6 base hits, but 18 free passes, 18 walks, but also 13 strikeouts. Goldpanners very thin on pitching tonight, so hoping to get a long outing from Mason Robertson. A ball and 2 strikes on Anderson. Slight breeze blowing out to center field. That one is thrown to the backstop as it gets away from Mason, 2-2. A little breeze blowing out to center field. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Another gorgeous evening. Big crowd here, quiet so far. Here's the 2-2. And it's fouled back and out of play. One of the Nanoks hockey players did the opening pitch, but it was an opening wrist shot with a hockey stick off the mound and ripped one just a little bit outside for the ceremonial first wrist shot. This one's popped back and out of play. We will have some more guests here tonight on this hockey-themed broadcast. And we look forward to having Eric Largen, the head coach of the University of Alaska Fairbanks Nanoks Division I hockey program. Anderson with a 2-2 count leading off here for the Sockeyes. Oh, called strike 3. Great way for Robertson to start this ball game. Brings up Hiroto Kobayashi, the designated hitter. He'll be followed by Kevin Brecky and the cleanup hitter, Trey Swigert. Batting 5th is Gabe Monosmith. In the 6th spot, Junior Garcia. Christian Miranda batting 7th, followed by Vinny Carangella. In the 8th spot and batting 9th is Kyle Shabbat. Strike called. Good start for Robertson. Catching for Mason Robertson tonight is Holt Williams.
Hey, let me know if you want to interview Andrew. I can get him up here.
Around the rest of the defensive lineup for the Goldpanners, Tyson Reese at first, Rocco Caballero at second, Griffin Harrison at short, Grant Schulzen at third base. Hit towards third, past the diving third baseman Schulzen into left field. And a one-out single for Kobayashi brings up Kevin Brecky. Last night we had just 4 total hits in the game. Each team with 2 base hits. The Goldpanners were no hit through 7 for pushing some runs across in the 8th inning. Take a 2-0 lead. And Paxton Fenberg did the rest. 2 2/3 scoreless for the Goldpanners in relief to get the win. After Trey Peters made his final start of the summer, 5 scoreless innings on just 2 base hits. And we bid farewell to Trey Peters after a great summer. Ball and no strikes to Brecky. 2-0 to the outfielder from Columbia Basin. Trey Swigert is in the on-deck circle. YouTube chat already kicking, so jump on in if you haven't already. Throw to first base. Brandon Weiland watching on YouTube. Brandon departing yesterday and watching on the airplane. Ken Doyle tuned in from Orange County. The ODR boys asking how the crowd is. Great crowd, and more still filing in. Jack Murray greeting us from Arizona, as is Brian Carlson. Sending wishes. Tell us where you're tuning in from. And it's ball 4, so after a strikeout, a base hit, now a walk to Brecky, and 2 aboard for the Sockeyes. Nook is in attendance, the mascot for the Nanoks. Nanook means polar bear in native language. Confusing all of us who grew up with Frank Zappa and the song about Nanook the Eskimo boy. Swigert with the 1 strike. Pitch takes it outside and down low. Ball and a strike from Mason Robertson. 1 out. Sockeyes have runners at first and second. This has been a good series. The Sockeyes have shown to be, themselves to be a very good team. Good defense. They've got a lot of bats in the lineup. They've pitched well, especially yesterday. Strike called. It's 1-2. Both former head coach Brett Latchman who ended his tenure yesterday, and new head coach Carlos Gonzalez, both telling me separately yesterday that this is the best team we faced all summer. Here's the 1-2 from Robertson to Swigert. Called strike 3, well placed. Robertson. 2 down here in the first. Boy, it'd be great for Robertson to get a scoreless first inning here. Boost that confidence.
Coming to the plate, number 6, catcher, Gabe Miles.
And maybe the Panners can give him a little run support. I posted the lineups for both teams on my Twitter page, @VoiceOfGman, if you want to see those visually. Two down, 2 on for Monosmith. Lifts this one high, right field side, foul territory, and it's going to elude a Goldpanner defense. There were some last-minute changes to the Goldpanner lineup. Leiderman moved from right field to center field, and Badawi went from center to right. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 1 hit and a walk. Sockeyes have 2 on, but now Robertson a strike away from stranding a couple of base runners here in the top of inning number 1. Looking forward to having a visit from Eric Largent, head coach of the UAF Nanox hockey program. Joining us here in the press box. Slow roller, Caballero's going to have to charge, bare hand throw to first. Safe is the call at first base. Boy, great effort for Caballero. And Monosmith safe on an infield hit, and the bases are loaded. And Robertson, they're that close to getting out of this inning.
Now batting, number 12, first baseman, Junior
It's a
Garcia.
protective swing from Monosmith, and then just spun one to the right side out of the reach of the Goldpanner starter Robertson on the mound. So the bases loaded here for Junior Garcia. 2 down, swing and a miss. Garcia, first baseman. Skies this one behind home plate, but this one will find the stands.
The foul ball sponsored by the Fairbanks Youth Advocates.
Garcia 0 for 1 in the series, came in a pinch hitting role or defensive role late in game 1. Correction, he went 0 for 3 yesterday, so 0 for 4 in the series. But he's got a chance here to get the Sockeyes on the board and then some. Base is full, 2 down, and an 0-2 pitch from Robertson. Up and away, ball 1. Miranda would bat if Garcia reaches. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Robertson. Gets him swinging. Robertson strikes out the side and strands the bases full. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score, Goldpanners and Sockeyes. Panners come to bat, scoreless ball game, bottom of the first on a gorgeous night here. Fairbanks, Alaska, 150 miles south of the Arctic Circle. Days are getting shorter, but still very long as we approach mid-July. Scholzen grounds one right side. It's scooped by Miranda. Throws on to take care of Scholzen on a 4-3 putout. Grant looking for his first Goldpanner hit, recent arrival. And here's Griffin Harrison. After Harrison, it'll be Tyson Reese, then Matthew Leiterman. Matt Chavez batting fifth. He's the designated hitter tonight for the Goldpanners. Bubba Rocha in the sixth spot. Jacob Badawi batting seventh. Holt Williams in the 8 hole, and Rocco Caballero batting ninth. Strike called on Harrison. Griffin will be at Cal Riverside this year, along with the former Goldpanner head coach Brett Latchman, who coached his last game with the Goldpanners last night and then came up about midway through the game and did the rest of the game with me here in the press box, and departed Fairbanks today, and now he's off to Cal Riverside to try and rebuild that pitching staff. Swing and a miss. Harrison strikes out 2 down against Justin Timms. The Sockeyes loaded the bases in the top of the first, but did not score. Mason Robertson, 3 strikeouts in the inning. Sockeyes already with as many hits as they had in the entire game last night. It's a great ball game, though. 0-2 here on Reese. Quick work for Timms. Gets the ball quickly, steps right back on the rubber. The 0-2. Down low. It was a scoreless game yesterday, and the Goldpanners got a leadoff double from Caballero in the 8th inning, followed by a triple from Matt Leiterman. That brought in the first run of the game, then a ground out by Scholzen brought in the second Goldpanner run. And then Paxton Fenberg at 1-2-3 ninth. To pitch the Goldpanners to victory and take the first 2 of this series with the Sockeyes. Here's the 2-2. Popped into the seats, left field side. It's hockey night here at Fairbanks. We tried to get Colton Pareko, but he's already left town. Colton was in town to do a hockey clinic that he offers to kids here in Fairbanks every summer. NHL defenseman, Stanley Cup winner. Swing and a miss. And a 1-2-3 inning for Justin Timms. No score here in Fairbanks. We're headed to the second. No scores. We start inning number 2 here in Fairbanks. Great to have you with us on PannerVision. Every Goldpanner game home and away all summer long. We'll take it to Salt Lake City for the Marshall Gates World Series at the end of the month. Christian Miranda, Vinny Carangella, and Kyle Shabbat. Bottom 3 in the Sockeyes batting order here tonight. Garo Von Dane with you live. On a beautiful evening here. It just feels that much better after the long, rainy week we had. After all the wildfire smoke was here. Can't let rain knock down most of those fires, thankfully. Goldpanner pitcher Andrew Trotman kind enough to take us out on the Chena River last night. Me and Goldpanner coaches, and also Ryan Latchman. We dropped in up by Pike's Landing and boated up the Chena River. Man, it was a great night for it. Appreciate Trop. Trop's such an important member of this team, not only for how often he pitches and how well he does, but for off the field. Just taking all the guys out on fishing trips, touring them around Fairbanks on the boat, and helping give them all a true Alaska experience here. Swing and a miss. Miranda strikes out. That's the 4th strikeout for Mason Robertson. Great start for him. Brings up Vinny Carangella.
At the plate, number 11, right fielder, Vinny Carangella.
The right fielder for the Sockeyes, who are wearing the light blues with the pinstripes tonight. 3 days, 3 different uniforms. Goldpanners wearing their black jerseys, the Alaska letters across the front, and the red caps with the star and 49 on the front. They've had those caps since they were founded in 1960. 49, of course, signifying Alaska as the 49th state. One strike pitch, in for strike 2 to Carangella. So Carlos Gonzalez takes over as the head coach and sends special hellos out to Annette Gonzalez, loyal Goldpanner listener and #1 fan of Carlos. Carlos, the head guy now. Nick Rush remains as an assistant. He's in his first year with the Goldpanners. Gonzalez in his 2nd year. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away though, and the runner is going to go to first base and get there safely. The swinging 3rd strike, ball gets away. And safe at first. And a tough break for Robertson.
At the plate, number 7, left fielder, Kyle Shabbat.
Brings up Kyle Shabbat in the 9 spot. It's been a great summer here. Goldpanners again. An excellent record here at home, 13-4 at Growden. On the road, just 3-2-2. Yeah, a couple of ties at the Scout Showcase Tournament in Anchorage, Alaska, state's largest city. Just under 300,000 people. Fairbanks, the 2nd largest, well, you can't call it a city, but a town. Population is under 40,000, and then you've got a lot of people on the military bases. Fort Wainwright here just outside of town, and Eielson Air Force Base a little bit farther away. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. This time he gets Shabbat. Six strikeouts. We go to the top of the order for Lance Anderson. Fairbanks has had a big military presence pretty much since right after Pearl Harbor was bombed. That's when it all started here. Pearl Harbor was bombed to bring the United States into World War II, and people were convinced that Alaska was going to be the next target. And so quickly, they set up military operations here, and here in Fairbanks, they set up a spot for Russian fighters to come over here and train and also be prepared should there be an attack on Alaskan soil. There were times in Fairbanks shortly after Pearl Harbor where you weren't allowed to keep the lights on at night. Stay in the dark and under cover. Must have been a wild time here in the last frontier. Now a bunch of bases remain here as well as down around Anchorage. Here's the 2-ball pitch to Anderson. Outside, 3-0. Two down, runner at first base, no score, top of inning number 2. And it's down low for ball 4. So 2 aboard for the Sockeyes now with 2 outs, and we go to Hiroto Kobayashi, who singled in his first at bat.
Now pitching.
2 hits for the Sockeyes, Kobayashi and Gabe Monosmith with an infield hit.
Sorry, now batting. Hiroto Kobayashi.
Kobayashi with his first base hit of the series in the first inning. If he gets a base hit here, likely brings in a run. Way upstairs, fielded by Holt Williams, catching. Sockeyes are coached by Larry Price, head coach who played at Southern Cal with guys like Mark McGuire and Randy Johnson. Very successful high school coach in Idaho, and also spent time as a scout. He's assisted by Jared Robinette. Goldpanners are now coached by Carlos Gonzalez, who takes over the head job. He also coaches at Cypress. And the aforementioned Nick Rush, who coaches at UNLV. Kobayashi, the 2-ball, no strike count with 2 on. Robertson misses inside, 3-0. Pitch count growing here in the second inning for Robertson. And like I said earlier, Panners need a long outing from him today. They are thin with arms. And he walks them. So back-to-back walks. And now the bases are loaded on a strikeout pass ball and 2 walks. And catcher Holt Williams going to walk out and talk to Robertson a little bit. But this is Robertson's game for a while. He's, no matter what happens here, he's going to be out there for a while. Kevin Brecky will stand in. He walked in his first plate appearance. So 3 walks now for Robertson.
At the plate, center fielder Kevin Brecky.
Brecky from Columbia Basin with the bases full. Ball and no strikes. 6 balls in a row from Robertson. That one is smashed to left. Starting back and going to the warning track and making the catch is Rocha. No damage done after the Sockeyes load the bases for the second consecutive inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless in Fairbanks.
run it all. I don't mean if there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it.
Leading off the bottom of the second, number 7, center fielder, Matt Leiterman.
Indeed, Burnley, indeed. We appreciate presence up here in the press box of all shapes, sizes, and types, and flavors. Keep that in mind if you visit us here in the press box. No score, bottom of the second inning. Mason Robertson has danced out of trouble in back-to-back innings. And Matthew Leiterman will try to give the Goldpanners their first base runner against Justin Timms. Swings and chops this one. It's a roller towards third. No chance. Leiterman safe with an infield hit. One of those for each team now. And the leadoff man aboard for the Goldpanners. Leiterman's a hustle-type player.
Coming to the plate, number 26, designated hitter.
He's on a good little stretch. He's
Chavez.
4 for his last 6 is Leiterman. And here's Matthew Chavez. Chavez, junior from Cal Baptist. With Gold at first base. And nobody out here in the bottom of inning number 2. It's hockey night here in Fairbanks. University of Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks here in the building. Giveaways and treats and Nook. The mascot is here. And we're expecting a visit from the head coach of the Nanooks hockey program, Eric Largen. This one is hit high to left center field. Tracking it down is Shabbat. Chavez out number 1 brings up Bubba Rocha. Rocha was batting over 500 much of the season. He's now at 378.
Left fielder, Bubba Rocha.
13 runs batted in and 3 home runs. Goldpanners as a team with 12 home runs. Panners start the day batting .275 as a club. Number dipped a little bit after just 2 base hits last night. Nothing in 1, 1 out. Runner at first.
Strange things are afoot at the
And the national anthem done by Julie Benson today. And the first pitch, that wrist shot done hockey style off the mound, was Anton Rubtsov, the St. Petersburg Russia native and UAF hockey forward. Liner over the glove of Swigert, leaping in the air at third. It's all the way into the corner. Leiterman on his way to third. He'll be held there by Nick Rush. And a double for Bubba Rocha. What an opportunity here for Fairbanks with second and third and 1 out for Jacob Badawi.
Jacob Badawi.
Andrew Trotman is coaching over at first. Badawi the batter. Goldpanner right fielder from Cal Riverside. Well, he'll be with Brett Latchman. Latch will have a few of these faces with him. I mentioned Griffin Harrison. Also Tyson Reese. Hits him. Fastball comes in and hits Badawi on the upper arm. And some trouble here for Timms, who went 1-2-3 in the first with a couple of strikeouts. And now the bases are full of gold for Holt Williams. Busy night here at the ballpark. Great crowd. See some Nanooks hockey jerseys.
32.
And some
The catcher, Holt Williams.
youth teams, a couple girls teams in the house. Holt Williams, the batter. Bases stacked. Freshman from Cal Irvine. Takes outside from Timms. Sockeyes from Caldwell, Idaho. They came into Fairbanks with a record of 26-4. Would have dropped the first two of the series. 1-ball pitch. Williams takes a strike. Thought it was high. Did Holt. 1-1. The 1-1. Foul backing out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. WEO is taking place across town. The World Eskimo Indian Olympics. A fascinating set of athletic events invented all in native communities in the far north. They do that annually here at Fairbanks. Used to be at the Carlson Center across the street where the Nanoks hockey team plays, but now they do it at the home of the Ice Dogs, the Junior A hockey team that plays in town. A wildly popular team. Tough year this year for the Ice Dogs, but they'll be back. Raleigh Johnson does PA for them. And the Nanoks. Here's the 1-2. Hits him. He hits Williams on a 1-ball, 2-strike count to bring in a run as Leiterman jogs home. And everybody moves up 90 feet. Back-to-back hit batsman. So Tim's in some trouble here after cruising through the first. And now facing one of the hottest hitters on the team, Rocco Caballero.
Rocco Caballero.
Sophomore from San Jose State. Caballero 4 for his last 11 at the plate. Bases full of gold, 1 run is in. Line to left, a base hit for Caballero. In comes Rocha. Here comes Badawi. The throw to the plate won't beat him. The ball throw gets away. Both runners move up a base. And here come the Goldpanners in the second inning. A 2-run single for Caballero. He winds up at second base.
Grant Schulzen.
Top of the order, Grant Schulzen, looking for his first Goldpanner hit. Bloops this one, slicing foul left field side. Left-handed hitting Schulzen. Freshman at Pacific. Utah native. 4-3 ground out in the first inning. Schulzen 0 for 9 as a Goldpanner, but make it 1 for 10. He'll drive in the run from third. And it's 4-0 Goldpanners. Holt Williams scores. Caballero to third on the RBI single for Schulzen.
Harrison.
A 4-hit inning. And the Panners erupting on the Sockeyes. And here comes a visit to the mound. A right-hander is just loosely throwing in the pen for Sawtooth. Trouble here for Justin Timms. As the infielders will gather, conference on the mound. The Goldpanners jumping on top of the Sockeyes here after a scoreless first, now 4-0 in the second. Timms on the season has thrown 7 2/3. God, this stat page is just impossible to read. 7 2/3, no runs on 4 strikeouts. But he has run into a tough Goldpanner lineup here tonight. And umpires are letting this discussion go for a long time. I think they finally broke it up. The batter will be Griffin Harrison. He struck out in the first inning. Harrison, a 247 hitter on the year, but he has made the most out of that 247. He has scored 22 runs, far and away the leader on the Goldpanners, and also 11 runs batted in. Harrison with Gold at the corners. 4 runs are in here in the second inning. Still just 1 out. Reese on deck. Harrison standing in. Caballero at third. Schulzen at first. They'll throw to first. Schulzen back safely.
Schooly around here.
As the right-hander continues to throw in the Sockeyes bullpen up the right field side. Runner takes off from first, and it's chopped foul. Out on the batter's eye in center field, you see the Big Dipper. That's the Alaska state flag, the Big Dipper with the North Star in blue and gold.
Boring.
When we play the Midnight Sun game on the solstice, the game is paused at the closest half inning to midnight for the singing of the Alaska flag song. Runner takes off from first, throw from the knees, not in time. Stolen bag for Schulzen, and he gets out of the force out. Second and third now with 1 out and a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Harrison. California native, 6'2" sophomore. Was at Cosumnes River Junior College, now headed to Riverside. Infield is in with 1 out and runners at second and third. Harrison trying to blast one by, swings and fouls it off past Nick Rush, who says, "Nah, I'll let that ball go by." Justin Timms in a world of trouble here. Whoa, that one's hammered foul. Caballero ducks out of the way over at third base. Settle in, we got a long night of baseball for you here on PannerVision. We are in the second inning, and the Goldpanners have plated 4 runs so far here in the inning. And still runners at second and third with just 1 out. The 1-2 pitch from Timms to Harrison. Reaches out, pops one up shallow center field, long run, racing in and making a sliding catch is Brecky. Runner will tag from third and scores. Caballero slides into home plate. A great catch, though, from Brecky for the second out. RBI sac fly for Harrison.
Coming to the plate, first baseman, Tyson Reed.
It's a 5-0 Goldpanner lead. Still at second is Schulzen. Reese, the 9th batter of the inning here. They appeal the tag at third. Umpires say nope. The tag meaning tagging up by Caballero before he scored. That's a hard catch to make for Brecky, running straight in from center field. Check swing. Takes a strike. If you haven't jumped on the social media sites for the Goldpanners, you must do so. So much great stuff on there. The pictures and videos on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. Amazing stuff from our friend McKinley. She's out there working right now. No Goldpanner Twitter this year. You got to follow me for all that stuff. @ Voice of G-Man. 5-0 Goldpanners. All 5 runs coming here in the second. Reese trying to bring in another Goldpanner run. Tim's a 1-2-3 first with a couple of strikeouts. Very efficient, but different story here in the second. A leadoff infield hit for Leiterman. Chavez then flew out, but Rocha doubled. Then back-to-back hit batsmen. Then Caballero and Scholzen with back-to-back singles. Sac fly from Harrison for out number 2, and now Reese with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Line to right. Base hit for Reese. In to score is Scholzen. 6-0 Goldpanners. And the 10th batter of the inning.
Coming to the plate,
Matthew Leiterman, who singled to open up the offense here in the second. Never know what kind of game you're going to get from day to day. We had a 4-hit game last night, 2 for each. Line to right center field by Leiterman. Around second is Reese, and he'll get to third base. Leiterman's going to try for 2. The throw will not get there in time. Matthew with a double. And what a season he's having, old number 7. And that might be it for Timms. Long walk to the mound for Larry Price. And he will... Well, he hasn't made the signal yet, has he? Although the pitcher is jogging in from the pen. Yes, Timms is departing. And pitching change coming up here at Growden. It's 6-0 Goldpanners in the second. The new pitcher into the game for the Sawtooth Sockeyes is number 35, Colin Heisel. Colin Heisel,
Now batting. Designated hitter.
the 6'4", 220-pound right-hander, steps into a situation where the Goldpanners have scored 6 runs here in the inning. There are 2 outs, but still Gold at second and third on a gorgeous sunny night here in Fairbanks. Matthew Chavez, a batter, 0 for 1 in the game. 6 runs on 6 hits. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Sockeyes. Line to center field, a base hit for Chavez. Here comes Reese. Right behind him comes Leiterman, and it's 8-0 Goldpanners in an 8-run second inning. Chavez wasting no time, jumps on the
Now
first
batting left
pitch
fielder, Bubba
from Heisel.
Rocha.
Here's Rocha. Doubled and scored earlier this inning. The 12th batter of the inning. Now Heisel just trying to stop the bleeding. And don't go anywhere, folks. This Sawtooth team can swing the bats. We've got a long way to go in this one. An 8-run lead, not necessarily enough. Swing and a miss. Big rip from Rocha. 2 balls and a strike from Heisel. "11 innings pitched this year. Just 1 run on 6 base hits. Swung on, fouled below us. Upstairs for ball 4. Rocha on base for the 2nd time in the inning. 2 on for Jacob Badawi.
And that's just what they'll do.
Coming to the plate, right fielder, Jacob Badawi.
So Hayden Iverson is going to bat here for Jacob Badawi. Badawi was hit by a pitch last inning, so Hayden Iverson batting here. I'm not sure if that's why, only guessing. So Iverson batting here with 2 aboard, and he takes 1 upstairs. An 8-run inning so far. The 1-0. Swung on a foul back and out of play. Hayden Iverson. A cold spell for Hayden. 0 for his last 20 at the plate. Just been snake bit. First and second, 2 down. Swings and fouls this one back to the wall. There are still 2 outs, but since that 2nd out was recorded, 4 straight have reached. A 7-hit inning. 8 runs on the board. And still in business here with 2 down. And the right-hander Heisel facing Hayden Iverson. The 1-2 comes way inside. Iverson saying it hit his fingers. Umpire disagrees. And now he's going to gather the umpires to discuss it. Iverson, the redshirt junior from University of Colorado in Colorado Springs. He's a Fort Collins native, home of Colorado State University. The umpiring crew talking about whether or not anybody saw or heard the pitch hit Iverson's hand. This game is just about an hour old so far. And we're in the second inning. And the umpires have decided that no, it did not hit Hayden Iverson. And now Coach Gonzalez wants an explanation. First full day as the head coach. He took over midway through yesterday's game when Brett Latchman bid farewell and came up here to the press box for the rest of yesterday's game. And Carlos Gonzalez still discussing things. And now he's going to head back to home, back to the dugout.
At the plate, number 22, Hayden
So
Iverson.
Heisel gets a little break, and now we'll get ready to go back to work against Hayden Iverson with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2 outs, 2 on. 8 runs are in here in the second. Misses downstairs, 3-2. Well, he cannot afford to walk Iverson here and keep this inning going. Heisel's got to get an out here and get out of this inning. Holt Williams is on deck. Iverson, the 13th batter of the inning. Runners on the move, and it's up and in for ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and the bases are loaded again. The Sockeyes had the bases loaded at each of the first 2 innings, but have not been able to score. And now Mason Robertson has been sitting down for a long time, and that can be a difficult thing. After pitching a couple innings and then having a long break. So we'll see how Mason responds
Williamson.
when he comes out eventually for the 3rd inning. But right now, Gold on every base. And Williams pops this one up. It's playable for Garcia, and he makes the catch. And finally, the 2nd inning comes to a close, but not before the Goldpanners score 8 runs on 7 base hits. They take an 8-0 lead through 2. Goldpanners baseball here on Hockey Night in Fairbanks, Alaska. Fairbanks, a hockey hotbed. And we're celebrating here tonight. UAF alum are here, coaching staff as well as some players. And we have a guest here as we start the 3rd inning. Mason Robertson back out on the hills, put up zeros in the first two. Goldpanners leading 8-0. Anton Ruptsov. Anton, forward for the Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks. Welcome here to the press box.
Yeah, thank you so much. Very exciting. It's like my second baseball game. Really cool.
Second baseball game here or second baseball game anywhere?
Just anywhere, yeah.
Wow, and Trey Swigert's at the plate, incidentally. Let me point that out. Swigert, Monosmith, and Garcia due up. So where was your first baseball game?
It was actually in Omaha for, I guess it's NCAA Frozen Four or World Series.
You went to the College World Series?
Yeah.
That's a great way to go to your first baseball game.
It was really cool. A lot of people.
Oh my gosh! Do you remember who was playing?
I can't remember right now, but it was a great experience.
Man, I bet. I've never gotten to go to that. But was that this year or?
No, it was like I would say around 7 years ago when I first came to America.
Okay. So the 2-2 pitch misses ball 3-2 here on Swigert. Anton Ruptsov joining me here in the press box. Nanooks forward. So you're a St. Petersburg, Russia native, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I was born in St. Petersburg, Russia. Moved to Moscow when I was 8. Yeah, it was great.
So my family's from Estonia, so we're neighbors of sorts.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
My family actually moved to Latvia
when
when
really?
I was 15, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what brought you to the United States?
I knew there's a lot of opportunity here, great development. I wanted to get to college, get a degree, and be a college player. It's great development, like I said, a way to pro, and I want to stay in America.
3 balls and 2 strikes here on Swigert. Anton Ruptsov joining me here in the press box, and it's called strike 3. Takes care of Swigert. 1 down, brings up Gabe Monosmith. So it was a hockey and a college decision for you. And where did you first emigrate to in the U.S.?
First, I immigrated to Texas, Fort Worth. I played the junior hockey there for about half a season, and then I moved to Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh my gosh! So your introductions to the United States were Fort Worth, Texas, and then Louisiana.
Yes,
That's
very.
It's a massive change.
Yeah, it was a cool experience for sure.
And that was directly from Moscow, or was that from Lithuania?
No, that was so I had a year in Latvia, and then I played hockey, a little bit of hockey in Sweden. Played 2 years there, and then I came over to America.
Man, you've had quite the experience already. How old are you now?
I'm 25 right now.
You've had a lot of experiences already at this point.
Yeah, played hockey in 4 countries. I think it's really helped me a lot in development.
Oh, I'm sure. Gabe Monosmith, the batter here with 1 down. The base is empty. Anton Ruptsov, forward for the Alaska Nanooks hockey program, joining me here. And so how did you make your way to Fairbanks?
It was when I was playing in Shreveport, they saw me play, recruited me here, and I waited a little bit, but then their offer was too good not to take it. So
oh, that ball is blasted, but it's foul for sure this time.
That's far.
Last time we weren't sure if it was fair or foul. This time it's a foul ball. So
yeah.
Offer too good to be true?
Yeah, I really liked the offer, and I just came, and I knew NCAA was a great league, so great way.
So how long have you been with the Nanooks?
With Nanooks, I've been 4 years. That's going to be my 5th year coming up.
How do you like Fairbanks?
I like it. Like during the summer, it's a great place. There's so much stuff to do. The more I'm here, I'm learning more and more about the city. Like doing great things like I'm doing right now, you know, pitching and talking the interview. It's crazy.
Yeah, the family back home can tune in or watch later if they want on the archive broadcast.
I definitely will send them some pictures and videos.
Swing and a miss from Monosmith. Garcia due up. So you have, do you have another year of eligibility?
Yeah, well, that's going to be my 5th year. It's going to be my last one. And after that, hopefully, can play professional hockey in the U.S. too.
Wonderful. Well, I broadcast hockey the rest of the year for Robert Morris University.
Awesome.
And I looked at your schedule today. I noticed you have, I'm a Pittsburgh native, you have Penn State coming to town. The team and school I despise more than any other school in the nation. So You have to beat Penn State.
We have to. I know. We will.
That's early in the season too, right?
Yeah, it's going to be like our first official games.
Oh, wow.
October 5th and 6th, I think, yeah.
So what are you looking forward to in this last season? Just improving your stock value before your college eligibility is done?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying my best to have a great year, you know, show what I can do on ice, show my skill, and hopefully get into a great professional deal.
Ball and 2 strikes on Garcia. Do you have a favorite NHL team?
I used to have, not anymore, but my favorite team would be Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yes, my man.
Is that what you like?
That's my team. That's where I'm from. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really like Sidney Crosby, so.
Yeah, we've been really blessed in Pittsburgh to have first Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr, and then go right to Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin. I mean, just
great players.
Just an awesome time. And who's the most well-known? Oh man, who's the all-time favorite Russian hockey player?
All-time favorite would be probably Sergei Fedorov.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pavel Bure, another one.
The Russian Rocket.
And our goalie, Vyacheslav, sorry. Can't think of the name right now, but there was bunch good ones.
Anton Rubtsov, thank you so much for joining us here in the press box. It's been a blast, man. Good luck this year with the Nanooks and down the road too, man. We'll be watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. Great experience. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Goldpanners lead it 8-0. We'll head to the bottom of the third.
Rocco Caballero.
Hockey night here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Goldpanners baseball for your viewing pleasure here on a gorgeous Friday night in the Golden Heart of Alaska. What a start for Mason Robertson. 9 strikeouts through 3 innings for the Goldpanners. Panners enjoying an 8-0 lead after plating 8 in the bottom of the second. Sent 14 batters to the plate in that inning, and now Colin Heisel tries to have a shorter third inning here in Fairbanks. And great to have Anton Rubtsov joining us here in the press box. Last inning, forward for the UAF Nanooks hockey program. Division I hockey school up here. The northernmost one in the nation. That one is popped up by Caballero, and it's caught for out number 1. And now we bring in our second guest here on PannerVision. It's Nanooks head coach Eric Largen. Eric, welcome back to the press box. It's been a couple years, right?
Yeah, it has been. So I appreciate you having me come back. It's been a fun game so far already.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. It's been a great series here with this Sockeyes team as we go to the top of the order for Grant Scholzen. Eric, do you make it to many Goldpanner games, or are you far too busy recruiting and all that jazz?
You know, most summers I do end up, but this summer's the first. This is the first game for me, so it's nice to see the new turf in and scoreboard and everything like that. So it's pretty good upgrades here at Growden. I like to see that.
I was looking at some of the facilities at UAF. Looks like locker rooms look pretty nice there.
Oh yeah, locker rooms are great there. One of the top in the country, and then yeah, they're actually redoing the ice plant over at the Carlson Center. So we're going to be getting some new ice. We're shrinking our rink down from Olympic size to an NHL size sheet this year.
How long has it been Olympic size?
It's been there since the beginning, so since 1990. And
wow.
Yeah, I know. So now we're kind of getting with the times. Everyone's moving away from that bigger sheet and shrinking down. So University of Minnesota and some of the other programs that have had that bigger sheet. And so, yeah, it should be nice for the fans, add a few more seats and bring people closer to the action.
Add a little more physical aspect to the game, too. That one's lifted into left center field, a base hit for Schulz, and back-to-back hits for Grant. And the Panners back to work here with the bats, leading 8-0. Brings up Griffin Harrison, and joined by Nanook's hockey head coach Eric Largen. How many years is this now for you?
This is my 8th year total back with the program. This will be year 6 as the head coach. So, yeah, it's been a nice ride so far.
Last time you were here, I remember we talked a lot about navigating COVID and the year off you guys took, and just the financial difficulties that you were remarkably able to work your way through under, conference realignment, so many challenges.
Yeah.
Now that you're a little bit past that, how do you feel about things?
Great. Yeah, I mean, the administrative support's been huge, starting from the top with President Pitney and Chancellor White and our new athletic director, Brock Annenson.
High fly ball off the bat of Harrison into center field, and Brecky will make the catch for out number 2.
It's been great, so we feel good out of it. A couple years out of now COVID, and yeah, things are in a great spot. So yeah, three years ago was a little bit different, but now we're getting out of that, and we're in a really good shape so far.
It's been a wild few years. The program I work for in Pittsburgh, Robert Morris University, they had their programs abruptly shut down out of nowhere a few years ago in a bizarre set of circumstances that I'm going to say very little about.
That's probably usually the best way to do it.
Yeah. But a massive grassroots effort to bring both the men's and women's hockey programs back to Robert Morris. Down in Anchorage, they had the same thing happen there as the hockey program shut down and was reborn. Now, they're, of course, arch rivals of yours, the Seawolves, but in terms of hockey and the landscape, you love seeing these teams come back,
right? It's awesome. Yeah, especially for us with Anchorage, as much as we, we love to hate them on the ice, off the ice. We want them, thriving and in a good spot to have that rivalry with the Governor's Cup we always play for. And we need to have that. And same thing with any other college program, Robert Morris or anybody else that's starting. We like to see that resurgence and hopefully more programs on the horizon.
8-0 lead here for the Goldpanners, and the runner takes off, throw to second base, not going to beat the runner. Stolen bag for Schulzen.
Oh. Reed is good.
And Reese will stand back in with a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs. I'm joined by Nanook's hockey head coach Eric Largen. So an interesting schedule for this coming year. I talked to Anton a little bit about the fact that you guys have to beat Penn State early on, because everyone has to beat Penn State, as this one is lined to second. And if you got a couple more minutes, we'll discuss that when we come back. More with Eric Largen. The Panners are down here in the third, but lead at 8-0 through 3. It's hockey night in Fairbanks.
second baseman Christian Miranda.
Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. Panners hosting the Sawtooth Sockeyes out of Idaho. It's hockey night here at Growden, an annual celebration of all things hockey here in Fairbanks. Of course, heavily weighted on the local UAF Nanooks hockey program, Division I school, independent school. As the Goldpanners have an 8-0 lead starting the fourth. Good work for Mason Robertson. 9 strikeouts through 3 innings. Faced a couple of bases loaded situations and got out of them both in each of the first 2 innings. And now Christian Miranda bats here to start things off in the top of the fourth, and quickly Robertson ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. I'm joined by Nanooks head coach Eric Largen. We just started touching on the schedule for this year. We talked a little bit off air about it, but just a reminder for our on-air listeners, you know, Penn State, Minnesota's on the schedule, and some others too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Penn State's our home opener actually too, and we're just chatting a little bit off air about it as well. We're actually playing Grand Canyon University. That'll be our first game of the year, our exhibition game, and trying to entice some more teams in the West. And you know, we were just talking there before.
Ooh, strike 3 called. That's 4 in a row for Robertson.
Yeah, a lot of strikeouts for you to call tonight. My gosh, he's wheeling right now in the last couple innings too.
Incredible.
But yeah, we're excited to welcome them, and like I was saying before, have UNLV on the schedule in future years, and trying to help with some of those Western teams to elevate from that club status up to that Division I status.
Been waiting and waiting for my alma mater, Utah, to get the Division I program going, and a lot of those Western schools, Washington maybe. There's a lot of schools that could do it. Boise State.
Yeah, UCLA. I mean, we look at, you know, even with how the Kraken's been, the explosion of hockey in Seattle, of some, you know, Washington or Washington State. It's been, we're hoping for some more teams in the West, but, you know, like I said, it just, you never really know. But, you know, we hope that Arizona State's kind of shown the way of how successful. I mean, the team, you know, brand new arena and selling out all the time, successful team, and we're hoping that other Western Conference teams will be able to see that as well.
Strike called in Carangella. Did you get to hook up with Colton Parayko this week?
Yeah, we did. Anti might touch on it too, but we just got done with camp actually. So Colton comes up here, runs a camp, usually every other year, and donates all the proceeds back. And just missed. And then got to spend some time with him, and he's just a wonderful person and awesome supporter of the program.
Yeah, he's great. He's been kind enough to join us here on a couple of occasions. As Carangella's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count, 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 from Robertson, and a chopper towards short. Harrison charging, scooping, and throwing, and he takes care of Carangella. What are you most excited for this upcoming season?
You know what? We have a lot of new faces this year. We had a bit of an older team the last couple of years, so I'm excited to just welcome some new faces into the program. Just the energy that freshmen always bring. They don't quite understand just the type of schedule that we end up playing and the players that they're going on. So it's kind of that youthful enthusiasm that kind of wants to keep you coming back to the rink. So I'm just looking forward to working with the guys this year, and excited about teaching them, and I think having just a lot of fun on the ice.
So we had Anton on last inning. Is he helping you recruit some guys from across the Bering?
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to get him, speaking Russian. We actually have a Belarusian coming in this year as well, and they're dealing with a lot of different things that our American players never have to deal with. So it's pretty remarkable, their stories. It's amazing to me, and so again, another Russian-speaking player, which will be joining us for next year.
A truly international game, hockey, nothing like it. 2 strikes here on Shabbat. And I can't wait for hockey either. We're getting started in September. That's not too far away now.
No, it's not. After July 4th weekend, you kind of start flipping.
Man, another strikeout. Wow. Eric, I know you got family here and a lot of people to visit with, so thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time, man. We really appreciate it, and we'll be cheering on those Nanooks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, brother. Thanks. 8-0 Goldpanners through 3.5.
Lighterman.
Goldpanners and Sockeyes as we go to the bottom of inning number 4 here on Hockey Night. Growden Memorial Park. Garo Von Dame with you live. That was a lot of fun, eh? Nothing in one here. Heisel working to Matthew Lighterman. Lighterman, then Chavez and Rocha due up here in the 4th inning. Goldpanners sent 14 batters to the plate in the 2nd inning and scored 8 runs. Big rip and a miss from Lighterman, who's 2 for 2 in the game with a single and double, but he strikes out here. And maybe Heisel settling things down now. He has retired
Coming to the plate.
5 of the last 6 batters he's faced. And here's Matthew Chavez. Well, that bee was flying around again. I guess he survived, Bam Bam. The bee I pulled out of my beverage. I feel good now. I feel like I saved a life and helped our planet. Hey, big thanks to our guest tonight, Anton Ruptsov, forward for the Nanoks hockey program, and head coach Eric Largen. Always great to get a visit from Coach Eric. He's doing a wonderful job with that Nanoks program. High fly ball into right in foul territory, reaching up and making a tough catch is Garcia. Chavez is out number 2 and brings up Bubba Rocha.
Now batting, Bubba Rocha.
Two outs, base is empty. Rocha, 1 for 1 with a double, a run scored, and a walk. The Panners jumped all over the Sockeyes in the 2nd inning. Still a long way to go here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Anton Ruptsov from St. Petersburg, Russia, and Latvia, Fort Worth, Texas, New Orleans, eventually UAF, where he's been here the last 4 seasons. Lined up the middle and through. Rocha feeling good today. 2 for 2. Brings up Iverson, who walked in his last at bat.
At the plate, Hayden Iverson.
Appreciate UAF and Eric Largen and Anton Ruptsov for giving us some of their time here tonight. Big crowd enjoying a nice Goldpanner lead. Iverson 3/4 swing for a strike. Runner at first base with 2 down. Would have loved to have talked hockey all night with Eric, but didn't want to use up all of his night here at the ballpark with his family. I hate seeing Goldpanner season come to an end. The only good part of it is that I get to get pumped up for hockey season. And then when hockey season ends, I immediately start looking at the Goldpanner schedule and what is happening down there. It sounds like a fun scream. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Iverson. Pinch hitting in the 2nd inning for Jacob Badawi. And he pops it up right side. Garcia has room and will make the catch. Down go the Goldpanners here in the 4th. We played 4 complete. It's the Goldpanners 8, Sockeyes nothing.
Leading out the top of the fifth.
Great night of
Lance
baseball
Anderson,
here in Fairbanks
top
on
line.
Hockey Night here at Growden. Thanks again to University of Alaska Fairbanks head coach Eric Largen and forward Anton Rupzov for giving us some of their time tonight here on PannerVision. If you missed any of that, when the game concludes, you can rewind and catch those interviews. We've had a lot of fun this summer with PannerVision guests, as we like to do every summer. Ball and no strikes. Goldpanners leading 8-0 as we start the fifth. We're at the top of the order for Lance Anderson and a new pitcher into the game. That's all for Mason Robertson. In comes Raymond Padilla, graduate, United States Armed Forces from Fontana, California. Raymond Padilla. I think he's coming over to Panner Manor to cook up some moose meat tonight, which is exciting to me. Moose meat is delicious. 3-ball pitch misses inside for ball 4. So how about the night for Mason Robertson? Mason, who has struggled this year, as we take note of a pinch hitter here, number 16. Ty Martinez out of South Virginia. Ty Martinez in the DH spot. Pinch hitting for Kobayashi. Kobayashi ends a 1-for-1 game with a walk. Skipped in the turf by Padilla. Mason Robertson, who on the summer had made 6 appearances, thrown just 8 2/3 with 8 runs on 6 hits and 18 walks. Mason tonight, by far his best outing. 4 innings, no runs on just 2 hits. He struck out 11 batters in 4 innings and walked 3. The guys on the team that have seen Mason pitch in college and in high school have talked about how great of a pitcher Mason Robertson is. It just, for whatever reason, hadn't materialized this summer. But man, did he show up tonight with 11 strikeouts. And provide some much needed innings of shutout baseball. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Martinez. Raymond Padilla. And it's popped up. Where'd it go? And it's back towards us and lands on the roof. Back-to-back walks from Padilla after entering the game.
Coming to the plate, Kevin.
And here's Kevin Breck. I told you this game isn't over, folks. Don't go anywhere. Sockeyes team is not going to go away quietly. Ron Robbins says it's 104 in smoky in Weiser, Idaho. Thankfully, our smoke was quelled by a week's worth of rain. Grant Scholzen's dad tuned in. Jeff, from the Gateway to the National Parks of Utah in Hurricane, Utah. I spent a lot of time down there in my college years. And Jeff coached the Goldpanners back in 1995. Grounded, foul. Brandon Weilantz's coach Brett is sitting right in front of him. Former head coach of the Goldpanners on the plane. Sherry and Larry cheering on Matt Leiterman from Marietta, Georgia. Grandma Swigert watching from Idaho, 94 degrees smoky. And Mike Robertson watching from Ontario, Canada. Hope you enjoyed Mason's effort tonight. Ground ball to second. Caballero to the bag for one. Back to first. Not in time to turn two. A 4-6 put out of Martinez. Fielder's choice for Brecky. Over to third goes Anderson. So Sockeyes at the corners with one out here in the top of the fifth inning. Jack Murray asking how long I've been the voice of the Panners. This is my 14th season overall, but my first was back in 2001. I did 01 through 04, then gone for 10 years, and then came back in 2014, and now I can't escape. That first year back, 2014, the head coach was Mike Grahovic. Ball high, it's 2-1 on Swigert. Mike Grahovic, his son Gavin, as a freshman this year, starred for Texas A&M at the top of the order, all the way to the championship of the College World Series when they just fell short. Justin Timms of the Sockeyes came up and introduced himself to me last night after the game, saying hello from Coach Grahovic, old Grover, as he played for Mike in California along with Gavin Grahovic. So, Grover, if you're tuned in, man, hope all is well. I'm sure that was a fun ride cheering on Gavin all the way to the College World Series. Here's the 2-2. Lined into right field, and that's going to be extra bases for Swigert. All the way to the wall. One run will score as Anderson scores. Brecky comes right behind him, and it's an 8-2 game. The Sockeyes are on the board, courtesy of the two-run double from Trey Swigert.
Coming to the plate, Gabe Monosmith.
The walks coming back to hurt Raymond Padilla. The Sockeyes loaded the bases in the first inning and the second inning, but were unable to score. And then the Goldpanners erupted for 8 runs in the second. That chased starting pitcher Justin Timms out of the game. Colin Heisel came in and had some early struggles before settling down. And now the Sockeyes look to chip away. Gabe Monosmith, 1 for 2. He hit a monster home run a couple of nights ago. Was not in the lineup yesterday. And he hit a bomb today that was foul. This one is dropping quickly and able to make the play as Rocha. That ball just began to sink on him. Rocha is able to track it down. There's Junior Garcia's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Padilla trying to keep this a 2-run inning. Panners have won the first 2 games of the series, can clinch the series with a win here tonight. Still 2 ball games to go, 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and then an afternoon matinee on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Next weekend is Golden Days, big festival celebrating the founding of Fairbanks and the history of gold mining and gold panning and everything that put Fairbanks on the map, if you will. It's still not unusual to have somebody tell you they went gold mining or gold panning during the day. Still part of life here at Fairbanks. You can still find that gold. I like gold. Ball and 2 strikes. Junior Garcia fouls that one back. Line to left, that's a base hit just inside the line. Waved around third is Swigert. He will score. It's an 8-3 game, and here come the Sockeyes. RBI double for Junior Garcia. 3 runs have scored here in the 5th inning.
Now batting, Christian Miranda.
Here's Miranda 0 for 2 in the game. And now, Holt Williams will go out. Talk to Raymond Padilla. And again, Goldpanners very thin on arms tonight. Got 4 great innings from Robertson. Now they need Raymond Padilla to eat up some innings and keep these Sockeyes at bay. Nobody throwing in the pen. Padilla works to Miranda. Starts with a strike. That ball skips in the turf, but runner stays put. Hearing from my friend Mike Studer, GM of the San Diego Waves, telling me he's not gonna, team will not be going to Salt Lake City, so unfortunately we won't see our buddies from the Waves at the Marshall Gates World Series. Strike called. 1-2 here on Miranda. Strikes him out. Sockeyes, though, score 3 on 2 base hits. It's an 8-3 game, headed to the bottom of the 5th.
You're welcome, Dave.
Holt Williams leads off for Fairbanks. Go to the bottom of inning number 5 from Growden Memorial Park on hockey night. And that one is swung on and chopped up the third base line. And now they're saying foul ball. Williams started limping halfway to first base, so one would be inclined to believe it was a foul ball. Williams, then Caballero in the top of the order. Grant Scholes and Goldpanners scored 8 runs in the second inning, sent 14 batters to the plate. Mason Robertson, 4 scoreless on just 2 base hits and 11 strikeouts. And then the Sockeyes pick up 3 runs here in the top of the 5th against Raymond Padilla, the reliever for the Goldpanners. Panners go back to work here offensively. Williams 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in that big second inning. Came in to score. Now facing a new pitcher. It's number 45 for the Sockeyes, Morimune Nakamura. The 1-1 swung on and chopped foul. Oh, thank you, sir. That one is looped towards second base. It'll one hop, and Miranda will throw on to first. Take care of Williams. Oh, yes. That'll help.
Coming to the plate.
4-3 put out of Williams brings up Rocco Caballero.
Caballero!
Nakamura, the 1-strike pitch. Gets the inside corner on Caballero. Sophomore from Downey, California. 1 for 2, had a 2-run single back in the second inning. Takes outside from Nakamura, the 3rd pitcher into the game for the Sockeyes after Justin Timms lasted just an inning and 2/3. Colin Heisel followed with 2 1/3. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, popped up. Center field, Brecky. Oh, carried farther than it looked off the bat. But that is out number 2, brings up Grant Scholes at the top of the order. Grant started 0 for 9 as a Goldpanner, but now 2 for 2 since then.
Grant
RBI single in the second. He had a run scored. Also stole a couple of bags. Nice to have that feature too from Scholes and the speed on the base paths. Nakamura. And her bats have gone a little bit quiet since that big second inning, but still have a 5-run lead. Will it be enough? In the second inning, Goldpanners sent 14 batters to the plate. Had 7 base hits. Since that second inning, a couple of singles. Scholzen fouls it back. An 8-run inning brings back memories of the 18-run inning back in 2014, that year I talked about with Mike Grahovic as the head coach. Panners scored 18 runs in 1 inning against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. There were 5 home runs hit in the inning, including 2 grand slams by the same player. That same player came up to bat a 3rd time in the inning with the bases loaded, but he could not go 3 for 3 on grand slams in 1 inning. That was an inning you'll never see duplicated. Same player hitting 2 grand slams in the same inning, and then coming up a 3rd time. The base is full. Swing and a miss. Great work for Nakamura. He goes 1-2-3 on the Goldpanners here in the 5th. We're going to the 6th. It's 8-3 home team.
Every hit by pitch night is sponsored by the Satterberg Law Office. Leading off the top of the 6th, Vinny Carangella.
Garo Von Dane live here in Fairbanks, Alaska. What a night it is. On hockey night here, a Friday night. Gorgeous weather here in Alaska, and the Goldpanners are leading 8-3 over the Sawtooth Sockeyes from Idaho. Sockeyes trying to climb their way back into this one after falling behind 8-0. Now 8-3 as they bat here in the 6th inning. Vinny Carangella, Kyle Shabbat, and the top of the order, Lance Anderson. Thanks to the ladies downstairs at Frosty Hooters for their delicious victuals that they keep us fed with. And Padilla hits Carangella on the back of the helmet, off-speed pitch, breaking ball.
That accidental alley brought to you by the Satterberg Law.
They hit batsman to open up the 6th inning, and the Sockeyes have the leadoff man aboard, just what they want. Raymond Padilla's 2nd inning of work. He walked a couple in the 5th and surrendered 2 doubles. Kyle Shabbat struck out both times against Mason Robertson. Robertson struck out 11. That one's line to left, a base hit for Shabbat. And the Sockeyes back in business here in the 6th inning with 2 on and nobody out. And we turn the lineup over to the top of the order. And Lance Anderson, who was a strikeout victim and has walked twice in the game, scored a run in that 3-run fifth. Anderson has a chance to bring the Sockeyes a little bit closer. He drops a bunt down. Padilla will go to first with it. Sacrifice bunt. Goes 1-3. And brings up Ty Martinez. Martinez walked in a pinch hitting role in the 5th inning. And he's got a chance to bring in a run, maybe 2.
At the plate, Ty Martinez.
Just 1 out here in the inning. Martinez, University of South Virginia. Carangella at third, Shabbat at second base. Swing and a miss. 8 runs, 9 hits for the Goldpanners, 3 runs, 5 base hits, 1 error for the Sockeyes. High down the right field side. This one is going to land in the Sockeyes bullpen. Might have hit one of those pitchers. I think it did. The back of the leg. The old chicken dance. Thank you for that, Raleigh. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Raymond Padilla for out number 2. Brings up Kevin Brecky.
One more time, kids. If you want to run the bases with Danny, make sure you meet him on the third base side at the right.
Brecky out of Columbia Basin. Kids are going to run the bases between innings. I think Nanook's going to lead the way. The Nook is going to lead the way, the Nanook's mascot. Whew, we've had a busy night here in the press box. Trying to get caught up. Padilla misses inside, 1-1 on Brecky. Brecky is 0 for 2 in the game with a run scored. Drew a walk in the first inning. Sockeyes had a bunch of chances those first 2 innings, but couldn't break through on Mason Robertson. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 2 down. Can Padilla strand a couple of base runners here in the 6th? That would be huge. It's a much different game if Brecky gets a base hit here. Chop foul, third base side. Nice to see the Goldpanner batting order. The big run output here in that 2nd inning. They've had to retool things with some losses. Mikey Bell, done for the year, top hitter on the team. That one is into left field. That's a base hit. Into scores Carangella. Shabbat will be waved around. He will score, and it's an 8-5 game. So the Sockeyes do take advantage here in the 6th inning. And boy, oh boy, this 8-0 deficit has turned into an 8-5 ball game. A 2-run single for Kevin Brecky, and the Sockeyes are back in it. And a right-hander will start to throw in the Goldpanner bullpen. We will try to find out who that is. We got some tough news today as Noah Smith, excellent Goldpanner pitcher, is likely done for the summer. It's crazy. That's the team that winds up in Salt Lake City at the Marshall Gates World Series is going to look entirely different than the one that started the year. against the San Diego Waves. Swigert, a 2-run double his last time up. Runner takes off for second. He'll get there. Throw goes into center field, but Brecky did not realize it. With Griffin selling it nicely at second base. But he's into scoring position now for Swigert. An 8-5 game now. Told you, Sockeyes were not going to go away easily. Swigert 1 for 3. He can bring the Sockeyes even closer. Just gets a piece of that breaking ball. 1-2 on Swigert with a runner at second. Just missed. Great crowd here tonight. Good crowd also out there in the world of YouTube on the chat room. Hope you've enjoyed our guests tonight. UAF hockey coach Eric Largen and forward Anton Ruptsov. 2-2 is downstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Walks him. So he loses Swigert, and Gabe Monosmith comes up, and this is a dangerous spot. Gabe has a lot of power in that bat, and he represents the tying run right now here in the 6th inning. Battery mates are going to talk things over. Well, this becomes a very big at bat. And that's going to do it for Raymond Padilla. Pitching change coming up here at Growden. It's 8-5 Goldpanners.
Gabe Monosmith.
The new pitcher into the game is Logan Fisher. Logan Fisher, his first appearance as a Goldpanner, and he hits Gabe Monosmith with the first pitch. Well, I mean, it's okay if he can get the next out. And that brings Junior Garcia to the plate. 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Logan Fisher picked up from the local men's league. Goldpanners knew they needed some arms to get through the night, and Fisher throws it to the wall. That brings in a run. Not the way Logan Fisher wanted to start his first Goldpanner appearance, with a hit batsman and a wild pitch. And everybody moves up 90 feet. A base hit here likely ties the game. The 1-ball pitch to Garcia. This is up high 2-0. Boy, oh boy, the Sockeyes can feel it right now. It was an 8-0 game. And now it's 8-6. Second and third, 2 outs. 2-ball pitch. Gets the strike. This is inside. Ball 4. Logan Fisher. Will now face Christian Miranda. And here comes head coach Carlos Gonzalez. He's trying to navigate this tough situation here tonight. With the very thin bullpen, and that's all for Logan Fisher. Goldpanners are going to bring in Alex Garcia. Another pitching change coming up, a short Goldpanner outing in his debut for Logan Fisher. In comes Alex Garcia. Back to Growden in just a moment. Well, here we go. Alex Garcia, Goldpanner versatile fielder, called into duty to pitch and starts with ball 1 to Christian Miranda, who has struck out all 3 times today, but now faces a position player, Alex Garcia. Crowd doesn't like that call. It's 2-0. Bases are loaded. It's an 8-6 game now. The Sockeyes, 6 unanswered. Still threatening here in the 6th. There's the strike. 2-1. The crowd loves it. Logan Fisher lasts just 2 batters. The 2-1 is way up and away. 3-1 now. Big pitch coming up from Garcia. Carangella on deck. Line to right, a base hit. In to score is Swigert. Here comes Monosmith behind him, but the throw is there, and he's out at the plate. Gun down at home. It's 8-7. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Bring the kids out.
All right, everyone, I need help. We have 80 kids running. Hold up. Wait up first. Wait up.
Hold on.
Wait at home. We have 80 kids running. I need fans to get as loud as possible for them. All right, once we get everyone there, I'm going to give a countdown. Remember, you're going to go and go. No. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Go, 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 go! It was a beautiful day. Sun beat down. I heard the radio on. I was driving. Trees went by. Come on, you guys can get louder than that. It's a bigger front than we have to do this Sunday. I was flying. All right, well done, everyone. Look coming. They never would come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it leads. Running down. All right, we're going to exit the same way we came in, all right? Can we get a round of applause for the brothers? So good. Like anything was possible. Get cruise control. Look my eyes. The last 3 days, the rain was unstoppable. It was always cold. No sunshine. You're running down a dream. They never would come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it leads. Running down a dream.
Now pitching for the Sockeyes, number 1, Dylan Fine. Coming to the plate, Griffin Harrison.
What a throw from Jacob Badawi to preserve this razor-thin margin. Badawi throwing out the runner at the plate.
The 7 out 7.
But it's now an 8-7 game. One strike pitch from the new pitcher Dylan Fine to Griffin Harrison. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Dylan Fine enters the game number 1 out of the University of Utah. The Ute takes the hill here in an 8-7 game. 7 unanswered for the Sockeyes, and he gets Harrison looking.
At the plate,
6'4", right-handed pitcher, Dylan Fine. Now facing Tyson Reese. This was an 8-0 Goldpanner lead after 2. Stayed that way until the 5th. The Sockeyes scored 3 and added 4 more in the 6th inning. Now the Panners trying to get some back. Fine, working quickly off the hill. Reese 1 for 3 in the game. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1, throwing hard. Blows that one by him, 2-2. Panners might need some more runs. Well, the bus is here to pick up the Sockeyes, but we got a lot of baseball left to play. Strikeout gets Reese looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dylan Fine since entering the game.
Stepping to the plate, Matt Leiterman.
Leiterman, 2 for 3. Couple of runs scored. He's had a big game for the Goldpanners. It's hockey night here in Fairbanks. Manhooks, jerseys, and hats all around. Had the pleasure of being joined by Nanook's head coach Eric Largen earlier in the broadcast, as well as forward Anton Rupsov. Popped up right side, Carangella towards the line, makes the catch, and the Panners go down in order. Nice work for Dylan Fine here in the 6th inning. We're going to the 7th. It's an 8-7 game. Don't go anywhere. Alex Garcia, one of the most versatile members of this Goldpanner team, being pressed into duty as a pitcher tonight. Working to Vinny Carangella. Sockeyes had 9 batters to the plate in the 6th. Scored 4 runs after scoring 3. In the 5th inning, they've come all the way back from an 8-0 deficit to make it a 1-run game. Panners still ahead Ground ball to third, swallowed up by Schulzen. One down. Alex Garcia, the North Pole Alaska native, my PannerVision guest a few nights ago. And one of the mighty good ones, this young man. Plays at Kansas Wesleyan and deals a strike to Kyle Shabbat. 1 for 3 in the game with a run scored. Clouds have covered up the sun here. Still very comfortable. Ground ball to short. Harrison has to wait for it. Throws in the turf and it goes to the fence. So safe at first base is Shabbat. Error charged to the shortstop Harrison. Not what the Goldpanners needed there. Harrison just underthrew it. And a one-out base runner for Lance Anderson. So the tying run aboard. Near the top of the 7th. Remember, don't go anywhere at the stretch. Might want to prepare your kazoos as Garcia hits the batter between the shoulders and uh-oh. The stress gets turned up a little bit. 2 aboard now. An error and a hit batsman. And here's Ty Martinez, 0 for 1 with a walk so far, takes a strike. There is 1 out. Panners could use a double play ball here. A 1-run lead in the 7th inning. Strike 2 from Garcia. It's not Alex's first time pitching. It's just not a regular pitcher. Foul back. Alex's parents are here just about every night, if not every night, cheering him on from nearby North Pole, where it's Christmas every day. Time is called, everyone looking around wondering why, including the home plate umpire. Alex has not pitched this year, but he has in the past. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball into center field, drifting over. Making the catch is Leiterman. The runners will both tag in advance. That one fooled Leiterman a little bit. Usually Iverson's over there in center, but he's in right tonight. And let's see if Alex can take care of Kevin Brecky, who had a 2-run single in the 6th inning. Scored a couple runs. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. Ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit. And the Sockeyes are going to take the lead here in the 7th inning. They have come all the way back from an 8-0 deficit to score 9 runs in the last 3 innings. A 2-run single for Kevin Brecky, and it's a 9-8 lead for the Sockeyes. Told you not to go anywhere. An 8-0 lead feels like a long time ago. Swigert 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. He has scored twice in the game. This game is approaching the 3-hour mark, and we're in the top of the 7th inning. There's a left-hander throwing in the bullpen for Fairbanks. Thought about it, takes a strike. 3-2. 2 down, Garcia trying to get rid of Swigert. As now the Panners fall behind by 1. Up and away, ball 4. Gabe Monosmith. I know what he's going to try and do right now. With 2 aboard. Takes a strike from Garcia. I believe that's Jesse Espinoza warming up in the Goldpanner bullpen. Number 13, Espinoza, another position player. Here's the 1-1. Hits him. Got the jersey. And the bases are loaded for the Sockeyes. Here comes Carlos Garcia. With some urgency. Carlos Gonzalez is going to take Alex Garcia from the game. And we will have a pitching change as Jesse Espinoza is going to enter the game, folks. It's a 9-8 lead for the Sockeyes here in the 7th. Well, now the Goldpanners call upon another position player, Jesse Espinoza. So Espinoza called in to pitch. No big deal, just the bases loaded in a 1-run game. Starts with a strike. Working to Junior Garcia. It's all for Alex Garcia. Pitches 1 inning. Couple of hits, a walk, couple of hit batsmen. Still responsible for the runners on. Here's the 0-1, and that one goes to the backstop as it gets away, and it's 10-8 on the wild pitch. Crowd getting restless, but also perhaps not realizing that the Goldpanners have position players throwing off the hill right now. Second and third now. Smash to left, that's a base hit. In to score is Swigert. Here comes Monosmith behind him, and the Sockeyes have taken over this game here in the 7th inning. Garcia with a 2-run double. And now this game's starting to slip away from the Goldpanners. It is a 12-8 lead now, 12 unanswered for the Sockeyes. And say what you want about the pitching situation for the Goldpanners, but Panners have not scored a run outside of that big second inning. And since that second inning, have just 2 base hits. Ball and a strike on Miranda. And remember, this inning started with a ground out and then an error. Should have been 2 down. That one's a base hit to right. Being waved around as Garcia. Now he's stopped. And now the 10th batter of the inning. So the inning again started with a ground out and then an E6. And you knew that was trouble. And then a hit batsman. A flyout that should have been the 3rd out of the inning. So none of these runs will be charged to Alex Garcia. Line to left, that's a base hit. It's 13-8. Garcia comes in to score. Miranda to second.
Now batting, Kyle Shabbat.
And Carangella is on at first base. And Kyle Shabbat the batter. Boy, Mason Robertson's 4 scoreless seems like ages ago. Swinging, it's fouled back to the fence. It's 0-2. Since that second out was recorded, 5 straight have reached. 0-2, Espinoza to Shabbat. Gets him looking. Espinoza strikes out Shabbat, and the inning finally comes to a close. Hey, let's get happy, right? It's stretch time here in Fairbanks, 13-8. Sockeyes now in front.
That means it's time to get out of your seat, pull out your kazoo. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. I was walking on the street on a sunny day. A feeling in my bones says I have my way. I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. My little dog Spot got hit by a car. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. Forgot all about it for a month and a half. I looked in the drawer and started to laugh. Cause I'm a happy boy. Oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. The 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Lithia Chevrolet. At the plate, Matt Chavez.
Goldpanners now in a 5-run deficit, but Matthew Chavez starts off with a base hit. Oh, almost tricked Carangella. That had a lot of slice on it. Carangella reached out. Otherwise, that was going to be probably a triple for Chavez, but they'll settle for a leadoff single here in the 7th inning. Panner's got to go back to work offensively.
Rocha.
The Sockeyes have scored 13 in a row after the Panners led this game 8-0. Here's Bubba Rocha. Working against Dylan Fine, the University of Utah product. Rocha has been on base safely all 3 times, double, single, and a walk. First time against Fine. Ooh, hard fastball. Dropping in the zone, swing and a miss. The 1-1. Strike 2. This game is 3 hours and 7 minutes old, and we're in the 7th inning. Oh, that's right. Started at 7:04. I'm wrong. Bam Bam got me right. We've been starting at 6:30 all week. Forgot we started at 7:04 tonight. Two hours, 38 minutes. You're never supposed to correct the broadcaster, Burnley. Swing and a miss. Rocha strikes out.
Coming to the plate, Hayden Iverson.
Hayden Iverson now with 1 down. 0 for 1 with a walk so far in the game. Panners need base runners. Iverson hits this one down the right field side towards foul territory. Making the catch on the run is Carangella. Runner will tag from first, try to get to second base, and he's thrown out. No, safe is the call. Wow. Umpire right there, and
Coming to the plate, Holt
must have missed the
Williams.
tag. And now Larry Price wants to know what the umpire saw. So the Panners still alive here in the inning, and every little bit helps as we get late in this game.
All you got to do is call, and I'll be there.
It's been a wild game, huh? Dylan Fine. Misses for a ball. Holt Williams trying to get the Panners back on the board after a long drought. And the turf skips away, not far enough for Chavez to go to third. No reason to risk it. The 2-0. Upstairs, ball 3 to Holt Williams, who's 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded way back in the second inning. The 3-0. Right there for a strike. We'll see who pitches for the Goldpanners in the 8th, but see if we can get a strike here. Williams thought he had ball 4. It's called strike 2, and he'll go back and pick up the lumber. comes from Cal Irvine. Swings and chops this one left side. Swigert in time to first. Goldpanners strand a base runner on one base hit. We're headed to the 8th. It's 13-8 Sockeyes. Top of the order for the Sockeyes as we head to the 8th inning here at Growden. It's a 13-8 lead for the Sockeyes. Jesse Espinoza, second inning of work here in the 8th. Starting against Anderson, then Martinez. This one's grounded right side. Caballero on to first base. 4-3 putout brings up Ty Martinez, and then Kevin Brecky.
At the plate,
Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks on hockey night here at the ballpark. Looks like Noah Smith in foul territory learning how to take pictures outside the Goldpanner dugout. Getting some tutorials from the photographer. Martinez 0 for 2 with a walk since entering the game. Rips that one down the right field side. That's a fair ball all the way to the corner. Martinez on his way to second. The one-out double here in the 8th inning, and the Sockeyes up by 5. Crowd not sure what happened here tonight to that 8-run lead.
At the plate, Kevin Brecky.
And Sockeyes can hit. Brecky 2 for 4 tonight, 3 runs scored. He's driven in 4. The Sockeyes in command now. Espinoza trying to keep it a 5-run game. Swigert is on deck. High fly ball center field. Leiterman drifting back, makes the catch. Runner will stay put at second. 2 down.
At the plate, Trey Swigert.
And now Swigert, the batter. Got a good game too. 3 runs scored. He's driven in a pair. Officially 1 for 3 with a double and a couple of walks. The 1-1. Off speed pitch almost lands in there. Crowd definitely a little displeased with the turn of events, but still cheering on these Panners, and Espinoza trying to put up a 0 here in the 8th. Keep the Panners with a pulse. Strike 3 call, Espinoza. No runs, 1 hit here in the 8th inning. Go to the bottom of the 8th, Panners need 5. Some defensive changes for the Sockeyes as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Dylan Fine continues to pitch. Goldpanners trail by 5. Rocco Caballero leads off. A 1 for 3 day with a 2-run single way back in that 8-run second inning for the Goldpanners. The 1-strike pitch. And this is away for ball 1. Caballero then the top of the order. Scholzen and Harrison. Fastball driven up the middle and through for a base hit. Caballero continues to swing a hot bat here in recent days for the Goldpanners. Panners not done yet. We go to the top of the order for Grant Scholzen. So the new catcher for the Sockeyes is Tristan Madison. Tristan Madison now in to catch. And a new right fielder. Chris Parkin. That is chopped foul. Christopher Parkin out of Central Arizona is now in right field. Swung on and fouled out of play. Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks. A messy scorecard. Great visits from a couple of members of the Alaska Fairbanks Nanoks hockey program. Head coach Eric Largen. And player Anton Rupzov. Appreciate them giving us some of their time. And Scholzen strikes out for the first out here in the 8th inning, brings up Griffin Harrison. Panners need base runners, trailing by 5 here as we get late in this ball game. Shadows. Now cloudy skies. Sun starting to go down a little bit. A little bit dark here. Don't worry about the lights, they don't work. Swing and a miss. Harrison 0 for 3 with an RBI sac fly. Panners scored 8 runs on 7 hits in the 2nd inning, had an 8-0 lead going into the 5th. But then 3, 4, and 6 in consecutive innings for the Sockeyes have given them a 13-8 lead as the Panners ran out of pitching today. Got a great start from Mason Robertson, 4 scoreless. But then came the troubles. Raymond Padilla inning and 2/3, 7 runs. Two balls and 2 strikes on Harrison with Reese on deck. Runner at first with 1 out. Fine misses outside. The payoff. Down low, ball 4. So 2 aboard now. Panners have Gold at first and second. And here's Tyson Reese. 1 for 4 in the game. One of the newest members of the Goldpanners, Reese. RBI single and a run scored. Panners have not scored outside of that 8-run 2nd inning. Last night we had 4 total hits. Tonight we have 23. Lined into center field, but right at Brecky. Out number 2. And it's up to Matthew Leiterman. Try and bring in some Panner runs. Inch them a little closer. Two for 4 night for Matt. A couple of runs scored. Double, a single. Base hit here probably gives the Goldpanners at least 1. Breaking ball drops in for a strike from Dylan Fine. And the 0-1 with 2 aboard. Outside 1-1. Caballero at second. Harrison at first. Leiterman takes outside. 2-1. Sophomore from Ohlone College. Could use a big base hit here from Matt. Up the middle and through a base hit. Caballero will be waved around third. There will be no throw to the plate. And the Panners back on the board. It's a 13-9 game. RBI single from Leiterman. He's having a 3 for 5 night. Harrison to second base. And now a slow walk to the mound by head coach Larry Price, and that will get the bullpen up and started for the Sockeyes. We'll gather everybody in on the mound, talk to Dylan Fine. as the Panners try to scratch some more runs across. And with urgency, a left-hander starts to throw in the Sockeyes bullpen. And they're going to buy as much time as they can here on the mound. The batter for Fairbanks will be a pinch hitter, Logan Drummond. So Logan Drummond, who just arrived in Fairbanks a few nights ago and pitched, will now get a chance to swing the bat, and he's a two-way player. So Logan Drummond, the pinch hitter here for Matthew Chavez. Chavez ends a 2-for-4 game. And Logan Drummond, the junior from Pacific, trying to draw the Goldpanners closer here in the 8th inning. Takes downstairs, 1-0. Fine was pounding the zone, but now starting to miss. Fall behind hitters. Little bloop towards second, the throw to first, and a good stretch at first by Garcia. And that's it for the Goldpanners here in the 8th inning. They score 1, but trail it by 4. We're going to the 9th. Matthew Leiterman is now into pitch in the 9th inning. Another position player.
Sockeyes, number 20, Tristan Madison.
Leiterman try to keep the Sockeyes off the board here in the 9th. Also, Jesse Espinoza takes over in right.
Sockeyes, number 20, Tristan Madison.
Hit hard to left. Rocha makes the catch. Madison, out number 1 here in the 9th inning.
At the plate, Junior Garcia.
Brings up Junior Garcia, then Christian Miranda. Our Panner photographers there. Strike called. 0-2 from Leiterman. who moves in from the outfield. Iverson moves to center. And a swing and a miss, a strikeout.
Coming to the plate, Christian Miranda.
So yes, Espinoza is now in the 5 spot in the batting order. That was the DH spot, but that is now gone. Leiterman's pitch doesn't miss by much, 2-1 with 2 down here in the top of the ninth. The Panners will have in the bottom of the ninth Rocha, Iverson, and Williams due up. High fly ball left center field. Rocha will make the catch in a 1-2-3 ninth. Great work from Leiterman. What a game he's had tonight. But the Panners are down to their last 3 outs. They trail it by 4. Bottom of the ninth when we come back. So here we go, last of the ninth. Goldpanners trail 13-9, a game they once led 8-0. Sockeyes trying to win their first of this 5-game set. Panners took 2 close games the last couple of nights. We've got another one for you tomorrow at 7 p.m. and then Sunday matinee to close out the series at 2. Dylan Fine has been just fine for the Sockeyes here tonight. This now will be his 4th inning of work, trying to close it out for the Sockeyes and get the win. This is inside 1-1 on Bubba Rocha. Rocha, a 2-for-3 night, the double and a run scored, also a walk. Then Iverson, then Williams. Here's the 1-1. Foul back over our heads. Crowd still sticking around, hoping for a Panner rally here in the bottom of the ninth. We've had a busy press box tonight, people coming and going all night. It was a real treat to have UAF Nanook's hockey head coach Eric Largen joining us up here, as well as one of his players, Russian forward Anton Rubtsov, in a high pop fly foul territory and able to make the catch against the fence is Garcia, and Rocha is out number 1 here in the ninth. Panners running out of time here, and it's up to Iverson to start a rally.
At the plate, Hayden Iverson.
Iverson takes a strike. And as he do, excellent outfielder from UC Colorado Springs. Swing and a miss, 0-2 here against Dylan Fine, who was given the Sockeyes 3 1/3 excellent innings of relief. And allowed just 1 run on 3 base hits. Here's the 1-2 to Iverson. Fastball, did he go? No. Pretty good pitch, just a little bit upstairs. Iverson trying to find a way on with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Swing and a miss. Iverson strikes out 2 down here in the 9th. Fine, one of the hardest throwers we've seen this summer. And it's all up to Holt Williams.
Williams!
One ball pitch misses up high, 2-0 on Williams. Goldpanner catcher is 0 for 3 tonight, was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 2nd inning. The 2-0. Popped up into the seats. Panners should be okay tomorrow with pitching. Just, not many guys were available tonight after starter Mason Robertson and part-time pitcher Raymond Padilla popped back and out of play. Goldpanners threw a men's leaguer and then 3 position players after that. 6 different guys pitching tonight. Popped out of play again. Hits him. Well, this one's not over yet. 2-2 pitch hits Williams. And that'll bring up Rocco Caballero one more time. That one hurt Williams. He's in some pain right now. Ugh. Panners obviously can't afford to lose any more bodies right now. Now Williams will head to the dugout as Coach Gonzalez takes him out of the game. And the Panners will have a pinch runner. And it's pitcher Noah Smith.
Pitch running number 8, Noah Smith.
Well, that's probably Noah Smith's last appearance as a Goldpanner.
Rocco Caballero!
2 for 4 night for Rocco with a couple of runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Last hope for the Goldpanners. He's 6 for his last 15. Gold at first with 2 down. Panners trailing by 4. Shaw Lee coaching over at first. Takes a strike, it's 1-1. Panners down to their last out. 7 p.m. start tomorrow night. Same 2 teams, same time. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Throw to first. They've got Smith picked off And Smith dances out of the way, missed the tag. So Smith is fired up with his athletics. And they say Garcia never tagged him. Man, you never see that. The guy picked off at first. And then somehow eludes the tag. Garcia can't believe it. And maybe if this was a one-run game, the Sockeyes would be a little more fired up. Still not pleased with that call. Couldn't tell from here. Let's see if Caballero can help the Panners take advantage. Here's the 1-2, and it's a chopper towards short. And it's fielded cleanly by Anderson, who steps on the bag, and the Sockeyes take their first of the series. And they defeat the Goldpanners here by a final score of 13-9. Goldpanners let an 8-0 lead slip away and turn into a 13-9 deficit. And the Sockeyes happy to get their first win here at Fairbanks. The Goldpanners fall by a final of 13-9. That was a long one. Great start from Mason Robertson, goes by the wayside, 4 scoreless. And then a lot of position players to follow. And just couldn't get it done against this powerful Sockeyes lineup. Dylan Fine gets the win in relief, going the final 4 innings. And giving up just 1 run. And the Sockeyes take game 3. The Panners have a 2-1 series lead, and tomorrow night we'll have game 4 from right here at Growden Memorial Park, 7 p.m. start, Goldpanners and Sockeyes. Whew, that was a long one, right? The Goldpanners fall 13-9. Special thanks go out to UAF Nanook's hockey coach Eric Largen for joining me here in the press box, as well as Anton Rutsov, a forward on the Nanook's hockey team from St. Petersburg, Russia. You can follow the Nanooks at UAF Hockey on Twitter. For Raleigh Johnson and Bam Bam Burnley, I am Garo Von Dane saying so long from Growden Memorial Park. Have a great Friday night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7. Tune in, turn on, and pan out with more Goldpanners baseball. Panners fall 13-9. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.